week, the football world descended on Indianapolis, Indiana this week for that combine. There's drills, there's interviews, and then there's those sweet press conferences. We have heard some juicy sound bites the past few days, but what do they mean? What are they talking about? What's the context? It's sort of indecipherable, or is it indecipherable? I'm going to put these two to the test. Guys, we're going to play some quotes for you. We're going to read some quotes, and you have to see the options I'm going to put up and say, who said that, pretty much. It's very simple. Now, I know you guys, a couple of these are going to be household NFL names.
Got it.
A couple of them you might have to guess just based on the person's face. Yeah. That's the type of person who would say that. Okay. We got a little bit of both. Nate, you're up first in indecipherable.
Being judgmental on a
Here you go. Sure, why not? No, not that kind of judging. It's just about food and stuff. Nate, when asked about the NFL draft being in Las Vegas, Nevada, which quarterback prospect said, quote, "That'll be a lot of fun. I've never been to Vegas before. I might have to hit a couple of casinos while I'm out there." Who said that? Was it? Give me my full screen, please. Justin Herbert was incredible last night. Jacob Eason from the Washington Huskies. Or was it Mr. Stand on the sideline and watch Joe Burrow, the presumptive #1 pick? Who said I might have to hit a couple casinos?
I feel like you're setting me up with Joe Burrow because he does tweet. I'm going to go with Jacob Eason. I just kind of feel like he has that vibe where he might say that and actually might do it in Vegas.
Nate says Jacob Eason. Who says they're looking forward to that Vegas trip for the first time? Roll it.
That would be a lot of fun. You know, I've never been to Vegas before. I might have to hit a couple casinos while I'm out there.
Little cocky, little twinkle.
You're supposed to say that.
I don't think so either.
You're supposed to be in a casino.
He did say that he was the guy, though. He said when he gets his first NFL check, he wants to hire a personal chef.
Smart.
That's great, right?
You got me back.
It's okay, he's back. We're back. All right, Kay, you're also up. Here we go.
Have you ever had a personal chef in your career?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's worth it.
Benihana.
The way to
All right, Adams, here we go.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Now, this is perfect. This you can relate to this. When asked about New York City, this player was asked from a New York media member about possibly joining a New York team. This offensive line prospect said, "I like how grimy you guys are. I just love the New York griminess." All right? This is a guy who might go to the Jets, might go to the Giants.
Gotta
this
love
gentleman.
the griminess.
Alabama Crimson Tide O-tackle Jedrick Wills Jr.
Yeah.
Was it Louisville Cardinal Mekhi Becton, who seems to be smiling here?
Okay.
Or was it Prince Tega Wanogho from the Auburn Tigers? One of them likes that New York griminess.
I'm going to go with Mekhi Becton because I feel like he has been very vocal in a great way. He likes to see guys on the ground when he tackles them, grown men. That was a quote that he said. I do believe that was him, and I think that's very New York.
Okay, Adams says the Louisville offensive tackle likes the New York griminess. Was it this face? Let's see.
Nah, I just like how grimy you guys are. Just love the New York griminess.
Adams, he's right. Is he right to be excited for the griminess?
He is right to think he might end up in New York because they definitely need him, and he's a great player that your boy, Joe Judge, would love.
Yeah.
So, yes.
It's all fun and games until you're walking and the AC unit drips on you, and then it's the griminess.
But it's like, was it AC?
Who knows?
Was it something else?
Might have been from a bird.
Bodily something? I don't know.
He's projected as a first-round guy. Kay is projected as the winner right now, up 1-0, but it's early. Nate, you're up again. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about a coach. Now, when asked about what he's been doing since the season ended, which NFL head coach said, quote, "I was out in Cabo, and I saw a couple players out there randomly. I got to play golf with a few, though, guys, which was fun. I think we broke a record because we played 9 holes in 5 hours, which means they're going slow, and they're probably hitting the beer cart." Was it Kyle Shanahan? Was it Sean McVay? Or was it Cliff Kingsbury? Which of these 3 boy banders was in Cabo with his players?
With his players.
His own players.
His own players. You know what?
Zeke Elliott.
I feel like Kyle Shanahan isn't much of a golfer. I would have known that. I feel like Sean McVay is a golfer, but his players aren't that young, so I don't think they're kicking it with him in the offseason. He has a young group of guys, and on top of that, Larry Fitzgerald is a big-time golfer.
Yes.
I'm going with Cliff Kingsbury.
Patrick Peterson golfs, too.
Patrick Peterson golfs.
Nate says Cliff. Which coach ended the season golfing 9 holes in 5 hours with his own players in Cabo?
I was out in Cabo, saw a couple players out there randomly. So I got to play golf with a few of those guys, which was fun. I think we broke a record. We played like 9 holes in 5 hours, so.
Nate, surprised?
Surprised, man. I didn't think he was a golfer.
You never talked golf with Kyle Shanahan?
Nah,
Why did you think he wasn't a golfer? Why?
I just never hear him talking about it.
What is it about his privileged upbringing you think he's not a golfer?
Maybe he's too cool for golf.
Maybe he is, but I know they took their
Kyle.
sweet time. He was out there with Kittle, Nick Mullins, Trent Taylor, and Levine Toilolo. It's probably a hell of a round. Kay, you're up again,
Yeah, let's
and
do it.
Nate is not doing well, all right? Another coach, when asked about how his life's been since the season ended, which NFL head coach said, quote, I stay in the office, so I'm a little isolated a bit that way, so there's not much change there. I have gotten a couple of free meals. That was nice. Was it A, Sean McDermott, who got to the playoffs with the Buffalo Bills, B, Bruce Arians, who's Bruce Arians and you're not, or C, was it Andy Reid of the World Champion Chiefs?
Okay, and it was, I've gotten a couple of free meals.
I've been in the office a lot and I've gotten a few free
Bruce's
meals.
glasses
I
look
feel like you're
Photoshopped.
baiting me.
It does.
You're baiting me over here.
Baiting
So
Reid?
I think that it is going to be a self-deprecating Sean McDermott.
Okay, so you think Sean McDermott? It does look like you're playing Guess Who. Does he have glasses?
Yeah.
Knock it down. All right, but Kay says Sean McDermott.
Probably BA, but I'm going to give McDermott some love. He was great on
Let's
the show.
see who's been hoarded up in the office, away from the crowd, and getting free meals. Roll it.
I stay in the office, so I'm kind of
Who won the Super
isolated a
Bowl?
little
Free
bit that way.
You know, that's why I thought he was baiting me.
So it's not. There's not much change
What's the
there.
score?
I have gotten a couple free meals. I mean, that was nice.
Surprised.
You won the Super Bowl, and I thought you were baiting.
Well, you know that's half the game.
Just
It's the game
a
within the game. All right, we only have 1 point. Kay's up 1-0. Here we go. Nate, this one's really something, okay? When asked about why he loves football, what he loves about football, which defensive prospect said, quote, I love most about the game is that I can literally go out there and hit a man consistently and pound him, and the police don't come. Was it A, Alabama linebacker Terrell Lewis? Was it B, Auburn defensive end Marlon Davidson? Or C, Wisconsin linebacker Zach Bond? Which one of them says it's great? You can just do it.
You're right. These quotes are juicy. Kind of like them sweatsuits some Cougars be wearing. I'm going to go with Marlon Davidson.
Can you tell me why?
Just because he got the beanie on, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he got the beanie low just in the
The combine
earring.
issued New
I'm
Era
digging
beanie.
that right there. I feel like he'll run up on you and you don't want no problems.
And he's smart enough to put the New Era logo in the front.
Of course.
So you can put it on the gram.
Of course.
Was it him, though, or was it somebody else who said you can just beat on him all day long and know you don't get in trouble?
Wow.
I love most about the game is that I can literally go out there and hit a man consistently and pound him, and the police not come.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was the guy. It was Marlon Davidson. And it's kind of a funny quote, but at the root of things, it is still why a lot of people like playing football. There's an aggression you can have. There's a
Yeah.
physicality
You can let it out.
you cannot do on the street. Last one, Kay. We have a 1-1 game, so this
Let's
is
do this.
for the win, all right? When asked about his signature pass rush move, which defensive prospect said, I'm going to put my face in your chin and walk you back from there? That's simple. Was it A, South Carolina defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, Auburn defensive tackle Derek Brown, who we love and was on the show, or was it the super freak Clemson linebacker Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah, Derek Brown joined our show yesterday. He was wonderful, but I
Yes.
feel like he's too mature to say something
Got
like
a son.
that. You know, it's not even that he was just an adult through and through, had a really even keel temperament. It could have been Kinlaw, but I'm going to say it's the monster and the nightmare that is Isaiah Simmons, because if I had his physical attributes, I would say that.
She says it's Isaiah Simmons. It's a good point. If you could do what he does, you'd
I
say
would
all
say
that
that,
stuff.
yeah.
Was it him, or was it Derek, or was it Javon? Roll it.
I'm just going to put my face in your chin and take you down through there pretty much. So.
I thought about this wrong because I feel like Kinlaw has the most to gain, the most work to do. Like, as far as these guys, I feel like are more made than him, at least in our circle. So he put himself on the map with that question right here.
But your rationale sounded so good, I thought you were going to
Yeah.
be right. I really did. Kinlaw's had an incredible upbringing, some
100%.
really difficult times, but he's an incredible player. Guy started 34 or 37 games, first-round projection, and that pass rush move, you can't beat
This
it.
is
That's
what he
it.
means, though. He
What do you
means
mean? Go ahead.
face on the
How you
chin.
doing? Hi.
And I'm
nice
going to
meet
just
you,
walk you
back on. See you later.
Easy.
That's indecipherable. Will there be a sequel next week? We got a draw right now. So, guys, Adam Burleson, you may have to draw blood again. That's
Oh.
personal chef time, guys.
It's Friday. More GMFB on the way. Who is the biggest sleeper to emerge on day one? I'm going to give it to Kinlaw. Not that he was a Numbers are back from last night's action, opening it up in prime time. The quarterbacks, one stud might have worked himself into a top 5 overall pick. We'll get to all of that. There's other headlines going on as free agency approaches. The franchise tag is open, and Will Selva's keeping us on top of everything in the newsroom in Culver City.
Absolutely, and I have my mug right here. Schrags with that huge cup in Indy. That would be his dream, wouldn't it? He'd be doing the backstroke in there in an iced
Scrooge
frappuccino,
McDuck.
wouldn't he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is his dream come true right there. Well, Kay, you'd mentioned it, the window to officially use the franchise tag opening on Thursday, and the Chiefs wasting little time in applying it to defensive lineman Chris Jones, as reported by NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Now,